Appearances by Mr. Pig and Buzz at Piggly Wiggly. You can register to win all kinds of great prizes. There'll be product sampling around the store. There'll be fun activities for the kids. Local businesses will be on hand with the special offers. All this happening this Saturday at the Pig. It's the first anniversary celebration all this week at Piggly Wiggly, West Cherry Street in Jesup. Piggly Wiggly and Jesup is celebrating their first anniversary all this week with the super specials for you. Get 80% lean ground beef for only $1.69 a pound. Sirloin pork chops, just 89 cents a pound. Fresh whole chickens, a low 99 cents a pound. Carving pumpkins, $3.99 each. Red or green seedless grapes, only 99 cents a pound. And Honeycrisp apples, just $1.79 a pound. Shop and save big time all this week during the first anniversary celebration at Piggly Wiggly, West Cherry Street in Jesup.
F-Series trucks are built Ford tough. And Woody Folsom Ford is F-Series City. Hey, Ford F-150 Crew Cab XLTs sporting up to $6,500 factory rebate when you finance with Ford.
And that's before we talk. We got around 275 new F-150s on the ground or on the way. Better get the backseat and talk to me.
If you're hunting for a super deal on a super duty, you can spit on the fire and call in the dogs, because the hunt's over. We've got over 200 Super Duties, F2, 3, 4, and 550s in nearly every configuration. It's MotorTrend's Truck of the Year.
Ain't nothing to it but to go on and do it.
Nearly 60 Explorers with up to $4,800 factory cash back when you finance with Ford.
So come on and talk to us.
Shop nearly 500 F-Series trucks, all at Woody Folsom Ford Bexley, where the real deals are being done.
Ask about our free lifetime powertrain warranty forever. Some restrictions apply, but not many. Let's roll.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties for over 13 years. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the only nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our new administrative offices, located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, have opened recently as Phase 1 of our building project. Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak to someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup. 6 p.m. Saturday, October 14th, Pastor Scott Hickox and the congregation at Flint Branch Baptist Church invite you to a gospel sing featuring the Street Family. The Street Family, 6 p.m. Saturday, October 14th at Flint Branch Baptist Church. Refreshments will be served. For more information, call 294-6122. Don't miss the Street Family, Saturday, October 14th, 6 p.m. at Flint Branch Baptist Church off Empire Road. Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for a look at least in local news. In the news, a fatal traffic accident yesterday here in Wayne County. Happened around 9:15 a.m. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department deputies' response reported a motor vehicle crash at the intersection of Georgia 23 North and Rainier Road in Wayne County. 2007 Volvo semi operated by Harold Davis of Madison, Florida, was traveling south on Georgia Highway 23 North. A 2014 Cadillac operated by Eleanor Harvey was making a left turn off Rainier Road onto Georgia 23. The vehicle proceeded into the intersection, was struck by the Volvo. 91-year-old Althea Anderson of Jesup was killed in the crash. 70-year-old Freddie Deaver of Jesup was seriously injured in the crash, was flown to Memorial Medical Center in Savannah. Eleanor Harvey of Odom, Georgia, was also seriously injured in the crash, flown to Shands Hospital in Jacksonville, Florida. This motor vehicle crash is now under investigation by the Georgia State Patrol, but again, the accident occurred yesterday here in Wayne County around 9:15 a.m. Again, one fatality, at this time. Again, 91-year-old Althea Anderson of Jesup killed in the crash. Tuesday afternoon at Coastal Pines Technical College, Georgia Chamber of Commerce CEO Chris Clark presented data with projections of the state of Georgia in the year 2030, and the scenario is simply gloom and doom for the rural parts of the state and for Wayne County. Clark says to keep in mind these are just projections. Instead of accepting the data, it's time to go to work and attempt to keep small rural counties vital to attract industries. But he says in the past, businesses looked for location, but now it's all about talent. Where will the workers be, and are they educated enough to come to do the work? Clark says, look at Wayne County in the year 2030, most of the population will be retired.
So your community, you're going to have 20 to 25% of your total community here is going to be senior citizens. 20 to 25%. That's a huge number for a total percentage. And now it's much less than that. So you've got the seniors that are leaving the workforce. Now, some of them you can convince to stay in the workforce, right? They're going to continue to do other things. What's your strategy to do that? How's Glenn going to retrain them? Get them some skills that they need, put them in those jobs? Or how do they mentor folks? All options and strategies for you. But who's coming behind them? Right? What's the next generation look like? Do I have any millennials in the room besides Molly? I usually take one with me anywhere I go. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good try on that one. So here's the thing. I know y'all are pretty much everybody's sick of talking about millennials. I had a young woman in one of these. She goes, I'm sick of people talking about me like I'm not in the room. Here's the thing. Millennials today are the largest workforce in the history of this country. And they are incredible workers. They're the most valuable workers in history. Do they have different work types? Absolutely. So did my generation. So did my parents' generation. All generations have different work types and different priorities. But it all comes down to who wins the millennials and the Gen Zers. They're the communities that are going to win the war for jobs at the end of the day. Good news for Georgia, we grow millennials in the workforce higher than the rest of the country. The bad news, they're all going to Atlanta. Atlanta's going to see a 25% increase in millennial workers over the next 12 years. Atlanta is spending $25 million a year to recruit millennials from all over the world to move there. Guess where they're also, they're not just going to Austin and Tokyo to recruit them, guess where they're also going? They're going down here too. That's what you're up against. How do you keep it? The counties in white on your left will lose millennial workers over the next 12 years. The counties in gray will have a little bit of growth. The counties in gold will have significant growth in millennial workers. Can't see which one you are right now. So you guys are scheduled right now to lose your millennial workforce over the next few years. So who comes behind the millennials? Have y'all heard of the Zers yet? Anybody got a kid in middle school, early high school? Yeah, they're Zers. Okay? We don't know as much about them yet because you haven't had all the profiles. They're not in the workforce yet. They're just now starting to come to your technical colleges and universities. They're a much smaller workforce. But guys, they are critical. The millennials, many of them have already made the decision if they're going to stay home or not. Generation Z hadn't made that decision yet. You can still influence them. Right now, unfortunately, for you guys, you're scheduled to lose that workforce. You're only going to have 1% growth in rural Georgia in Generation Z. So they're the ones, so think of it this way. Millennials are going to replace the baby boomers. Gen Z are going to replace Gen X, my generation.
And once again, those come as the CEO of the Georgia Chamber of Commerce, Chris Clark. We'll hear more from him tomorrow here on the local news. State Representative Chad Nimmer lives in rural Georgia over in Pierce County. Was at Tuesday's luncheon, and he heard Clark's presentation several times. Going to come back, get his thoughts on the presentation after these commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Totally transparent car buying with Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC live market pricing. Know for certain you're buying at the low market price. We constantly monitor multiple auto and competitor websites to always offer the most aggressive market prices. No games, no gimmicks, no kidding.
That's why Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC is the home of the no-hassle deal. Skip the runaround and discover the difference of truly transparent buying on every new and pre-owned vehicle every day. We're online just like you, and we continuously scan pricing on hundreds of vehicles to update prices in real time. At Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, know for certain that our live market price is the low market price. Experience a new and totally transparent way to buy with live market pricing.
Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no-hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
Let's make some memories by coming on out to the Jesup JC Fair this week, Tuesday through Saturday. Enjoy the fun times at the Jesup JC Fair with Paradise Amusements. There'll be more rides this year than ever at the JC Fair. Also enjoy games, contests, entertainment, rides, and great food. Fun for the entire family. Gates open at 6 p.m. each night, Tuesday, October 10th through Saturday the 14th. Admission is just $10 per person and includes all rides. Have a great time all this week at the Jesup JC Fair on Highway 84 East in Jesup.
Coastal Pines Technical College will hold free application day Thursday, October 19th. The first 400 individuals who apply online or in person between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. will have their admissions fee waived. Enroll online or at the Alma, Baxley, Camden, Golden Isles, Hazelhurst, Jesup, or Waycross campus. Expect more at Coastal Pines Technical College. Free application day Thursday, October 19th. Visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College is an equal opportunity institution.
State Representative Chad Nimmer in Wayne County attending the Georgia 2030 presentation by the Georgia Chamber of Commerce CEO Chris Clark, which paints a dim picture for rural Georgia. While it's the same old story in the state, the city of Atlanta and surrounding counties are growing and prospering, while rural Georgia is just being left behind with all sorts of problems from education to poverty to obesity. It's a gloom and doom scenario from the Georgia Chamber of Commerce for Wayne County and surrounding counties such as Pierce, Appling, Long. The WIFO talked with Chad Nimmer to get his take on the Georgia Chamber of Commerce's 2030 projections.
The projections, if you look at them, you can take them gloom and doom, or you can take them and say, it's like you heard here today, we got to roll our sleeves up and go to work. Well, you know, one of the biggest things I've taken away from this 2030 campaign, if you will, from Georgia Chamber is that not only do we need to learn the issues that are in front of us, and that is for those of us in rural Georgia and those that are hearing these presentations in Atlanta, you got to understand them also, and that is to really be a part of the issue at that time. So you got to learn it, you got to understand it, then everybody's got to act upon it. And you know, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I see the challenge and the roadblocks we've got in front of us, but there's always a way to build around them.
Yes, we're watching the presentation. Listen, it's kind of funny. It kind of go full circle. For years, we kicked faith out of the schools, no religion. Now they're talking about we need the faith issue back in because those people can help with things like poverty, broken families, things like that. The drug issue. I mean, people need guidance.
They do, and you know, and I think that was a great place to put in the faith communities and their importance in the faith-based organizations in the communities and the importance they bring. And you're right, people do need guidance, and there's things that we as a people can do, and getting behind our faith-based organizations and supporting them that can supply the needs to a lot of people in the way that we're supposed to without depending on government. And I think the less we depend on government to fix our problems, the better off we are, and the more we lean towards our faith, the better off we'll be.
How do we deal with the drug issue, though? They talk about talent. They talk about how people can't find people to come to work. They drug test them. They can't pass drug tests. I mean, that's really hurting rural communities like Wayne and Pierce and things like that. You're talking employers. It's hard to find good people to want to work.
Yeah, and Bob, on that, you know, when it goes back to what I said earlier about just the issue at large. Not only do we have to learn what the drug issues are today, it's not the drugs we knew 10, 15, 20 years ago. We've got to learn what the new drugs are, what the signs and indicators are, and then we've got to understand them. We've got to do something with it. One of the great things that Chris brought in his presentation, I've heard him do it multiple times now, is the business communities getting engaged in the school system. I don't think can ever be a bigger tool that we don't use enough than getting our business communities in with these kids and showing these kids there's something to do and something to aspire to be. And that in and of itself just naturally will deter a kid from going down the pathway of drugs. But we've got a huge problem in front of us, and it's going to take, again, everyone rolling up their sleeves, being aware, and not just holding your head down and getting in a corner and saying there's nothing we can do. So it's going to take all involvement and all awareness in all aspects of life.
Okay, always good to see you.
Thank you, Bob.
Almost come to those comments. State Representative Chad Nimmer on hand for that Tuesday presentation by the Georgia Chamber of Commerce. Hard to believe, but today marks 1 year anniversary of the opening of Piggly Wiggly. Owners Ashley and Missy Thompson of Wayne County and the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce on hand today. Celebrate with free cake and giveaways throughout the day, big events throughout the weekend, anniversary sales, much more beginning today at 10 a.m. at Piggly Wiggly. Public invited to attend today's celebration. Wayne County Historical Society meets tonight at Sybil's Family Restaurant, Dutch Street Meal at 6:15, program at 7. Guest speaker for the meeting will be Leslie Crane, local author and Scrivener resident. Mrs. Crane will also is literary chairman of the Wayne County Arts Council and a French teacher at the high school. All members and potential members are invited tonight at Sybil's Family Restaurant. Once again, the Dutch Street Meal at 6:15, the program at 7 p.m. Don't forget the rodeo, 19th Annual Leadington Memorial Rodeo, this coming Friday and Saturday, October 13th and 14th. Performances nightly at 8 p.m., gospel singing at 6:30, Cowboy Church at 7:30. Tickets for adults $12, kids $8, under 6, admitted free. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Totally transparent car buying. With Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC live market pricing, know for certain you're buying at the low market price. We constantly monitor multiple auto and competitor websites to always offer the most aggressive market prices. No games, no gimmicks, no kidding. That's why Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC is the home of the no-hassle deal. Skip the runaround and discover the difference of truly transparent buying on every new and pre-owned vehicle every day. We're online just like you, and we continuously scan pricing on hundreds of vehicles to update prices in real time. At Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, know for certain that our live market price is the low market price. Experience a new and totally transparent way to buy with live market pricing.
Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no-hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
You know Harris Ace Hardware has everything you need for your building and home repair projects. But did you know Harris Ace Hardware carries a wide assortment of air filters for your home or office? They can even special order. Harris Ace is your hometown Yeti dealer. Plus, they carry Coastal Damar and Calcutta sunglasses. And check with Harris Ace for all your painting needs. Harris Ace will not be beat on price and will match any competitor's price. The helpful place, Harris Ace Hardware in Jesup, Eulonia, and Hinesville.
Seasons change. Quality of service doesn't. For 75 years, First Franklin Financial has been serving the financial needs of your friends and neighbors. You can always depend on the caring staff to be there when you need them. Drop by and see your friendly Franklin folks at 1074 North Macon Street, or give them a call at 427-4237, or apply online at 1ffc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial Corporation, NMLSR number 141654. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Hi, I'm Jody Ammons, inviting you to join me at the Moore Series Luncheon on Tuesday, October 24th to benefit Coastal Pines Technical College Foundation, featuring world-renowned designer, event planner, and entertainer Stacy Bass, who has 18 years of experience transitioning your ordinary into extraordinary. Jumpstart your holiday shopping with the marketplace of local vendors beginning at 10:30 a.m. Lunch begins at 12 noon. Tickets are $40. Call 912-424-3209.
Final notes news, in case you missed the Wayne County Board of Education meeting on Tuesday. The board voted 4-1 to extend the contract of school superintendent Dr. Jay Brinson for 3 more years, ending in June of 2020. Chairman Nick Ellis made the motion, seconded by Janet Royal. Those two, along with Sharon Daniels and Ray Davidson, voted yes, while board member Mitch Sutton voted no. Ellis thanked the superintendent for all his hard work, thanked the board members for going through the evaluation process, said, quote, "We've gone through some hurdles and bumps in the road, but I'm excited in the direction we're headed and excited about the future of our Wayne County school system," end quote. Other news from the board meeting, an update on the new track at the high school. The bid process meeting set yesterday. Among those interested in bidding for the project, the call board meeting set for Thursday, October 26th at 6 p.m. to open the bids with intention of the project getting underway in November. School system has budgeted $1.5 million for the project, and those bids to be opened on Thursday. To call meeting October 26th with the hopes of awarding the bid and begin construction of the new track at the high school sometime this November. ROT's coming back, which is good news for everyone. Coming back in January 2018, several who were offered a contract around the state turned it down. ROTC was accepted in Wayne County, got late notice, and representatives were in town yesterday to meet and look at the location and begin advertising for the instructor. High school principal Bo Adams says the interest is there at the high school. Close to 75 kids have expressed interest in the program already. It's an Army ROTC program set to get underway at the high school in January of 2018. Finally, don't forget tomorrow's big event, City of Jesup having the pinking of the fountain down at the historical train depot. The program gets underway at 1 p.m. Jesup Mayor David Earl Keith on the program. Mrs. Judy Beaver, Wayne County High School. Miss Ann Martha Joyce of Wayne Memorial will share their testimonies. City Manager Mike Deal will close the program. Pinking of the fountain and balloon release tomorrow. It all gets underway at 1 p.m. at the train depot. The public invited to attend. That is going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.